Hello, hello. It is Tenchi time. It's Tenchi Thursday. How's everybody doing? I hope y'all are having a good one. I am energized because I had an early dinner, and I find recently that my heart rate and my energy just goes crazy through the roof after I eat. Like, I feel like I could go run a marathon right now. And yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe I have some pent up energy too because I haven't gone on the regular walk I would do. My feet hurt, so I just didn't want to walk today. And I guess I only walked like, I don't know, a mile and a half, and I normally do so much more than that. But that's life. That's living. It's Finch time. Hello, Pyro. Hello, hello. I'm gonna move over to ta-da, hello, my chatting stream, because I wanted to chat for a while. I think that this is a fun way to start streams. Who cares about Finch? It's disco time. Yeah, I'm just playing third fiddle to Kim Katsuragi and an unnamed slovenly hopeless guy. I don't know what his name is yet. Yeah, so sick days, huh? I feel like I don't really take sick days very often, and I don't have very many traditions. But I guess when I take my sick days, normally I spend most of them just sleeping, because I don't really like being conscious and sick. Or I guess I normally get like soup. That's really the biggest thing I do when I'm sick, is I get soup. I don't want to eat any solids. I don't want to get up. I normally don't even have the energy to watch stuff, to be honest. Like, I don't bother to do that. I'm gonna lower myself here. Okay, yeah. What's my favorite soup overall? It's probably actually either like Mediterranean lentil soup or avgolemono. Like lemon rice soup is really good too. But I don't know. I like all sorts of soup. Chicken noodle's still really good too. But yeah, I don't really have many other sick day traditions. I guess I don't like to. Who wants to put a bunch of energy into sick days? You just go through them and then you never think about them again. Agolomono is fucking iconic. Yeah, it is. It's really good. What else? I've been thinking about moving out recently. I'm not planning to anytime soon necessarily, but I've had a lot of friends and family members who have been moving out. So just the process of having to go through that has been on the top of my mind. And I've been thinking about just tossing every other thing that I own out the window or selling it or something, because it takes up space and then you have to move it, and it's expensive to pay other people to move stuff. But like, I don't know. It gets old. It gets old to what's a better place to live in than heaven? Well, that's like saying what's a better planet to live on than Earth. There's lots of places in heaven. It's not just one big cloud, you know? Maybe I want to move to a high rise. And some of my friends want to move elsewhere, so there's still plenty of moving. He wants to upgrade the cloud. Exactly. I want my next cloud to get like 5G. Which we do get up here, of course. So yeah, I don't know. It's interesting because I think packing also gets you to wonder, like, what is it that makes somewhere feel like home, you know? And I feel like that's something that you got to ask yourself as you pack stuff up, because you kind of want to leave some of whatever makes your home feel like home. You want that to be like the last thing you pack up. For me, I think I normally pack up whatever I use the least often. So like extra pots and pans, I guess. I don't know. And I mean, but it's so difficult to put them all away too, because I cook such varied stuff. It's like, how am I going to put away my wok? I might need that. I'm not a good planner, I guess. Not for this minutia. I'd rather just do it, you know, and deal with the consequences later. Okay, enough waffling. I think we've waffled enough. We're gonna do Disco Elysium now. So welcome to Disco Elysium. This is a game about being sad and wet in a vaguely French-seeming town. Last we left off... Disco ain't dead, baby. Oh, no. Maybe I need to tweak that bot, because... That wasn't... Yeah. All caps is fine. That's not a big issue. 1 second here. We're doing it live. We're gonna tell that bot off. Chill out, bot. But that's the new addition this time around. We have a chat bot now. You will get points for watching me. You get quite a lot. It's called Angel Down. Isn't that fun? You're collecting my little feathers that come off of my wings. Where was it? Spam filters. Let's turn off that caps protection. Yeah, that's no biggie. Anyway, yes, so you'll get points for watching me. You can check your points, I think, with exclamation points or something. You can't really spend them on much of anything right now. You can spend them to check the leaderboard, and you can check quotes with an exclamation point quote. Whoa. Oh, yes. Okay, the bot also encourages you to follow me every 30 minutes. With the Tenshi follow beam. Whoa. You're rank 1 of 0. So, you know, hold on to that for a while, because I don't think that's pretty special there, I guess. Anyway, last we left off in this game, we were looking at a corpse and trying to inform stuff about it. I already follow you around. Well, if you are outside, please stay out there. I've locked the door for a reason. Last we left off in this game, we were investigating somebody's murder. They seem to have gotten hanged. Hung? They got hung. He's right there. We threw up after we saw it, and we need help to get it down, so we're gonna go to the dock workers and ask them for help. Hanged. He's already hung. Okay. We can't actually tell whether he's hung or not. I don't think.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and white boots. His skin is marked
Let's turn that down a little.
with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. On his chest.
Yeah, we already know what he looks like. But he's not hung. They sanded him down. Okay, so let's make our way to the whatchamacallit? The harbor, I guess? He doesn't seem like... Okay. Sometimes he seems to want to follow me on my mouse, but sometimes he does not. I think it's a pretty gruesome way to go. Personally, I guess I've always wondered what it would be like to die from a fall, more than anything. Just because, I don't know. It seems like it would be sudden. And I guess I'd hope it wouldn't be too painful. Okay, I guess I thought that M would give us a map, and it has, but I have no idea where the docks are. My guess is painful. I don't know. I hope that it's so fast it just goes in a blink, you know? You fall, and suddenly you're in heaven, or hell, or whatever awaits you. You've fallen plenty and haven't died yet. That's true. And I intend to keep it that way. Are these the dock workers, maybe? Alt will show me what I can interact with. Or is it Shift? Control? I can't quite tell. Let's see what we got here. Maybe Kim has an idea what's going on yet.
Yes.
I wonder how you want to die, Kim. No. Never mind. You have nothing to add. Ooh, a French guy. What do you got to say?
Scab?
Oh. His name is Call Me Mañana? What exactly is a scab?
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
Hold on, where did they all come from?
Beats me. Somewhere in the ground, I think.
This guy's got a pretty good sense of humor. You don't seem to like them much.
Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to Scab. Or I guess Scared, maybe. But scared of what? Of who?
He looks at the mass, squinting his eyes as if trying to ascertain what they're scared of.
Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something. We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
I'm not a scab. I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money.
Let us cop for less money. This silly little bot is spamming too often. There's no way it's been 30 minutes. You clown. It's not gonna. I'm gonna run out of magic if you keep using it that often. Maybe here. That's not it. Oh, there's also some amount of counters. I think I've got a death counter and a scream counter that you guys can add to. I don't know the whole details, but you could poke around in it if you wanna. Yeah, oops. I set that to say that every 30 minutes. Here we go. Let's see if this works. Anyway.
Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
I've come to the Martinet investigating a murder. That's not true. We are investigating it, but we'd like to get help getting it down.
Body still hanging in the tree? Hey, that's a rough pickle. Can't help you with that, sorry.
I wonder why.
I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the Union can render assistance.
I'm not sure if I would help somebody else out with this either, if I was asked, to be honest.
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
Oh.
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
Measurehead?
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini supremacist there.
Whoa.
Walk right past him, then press the button to unlock the door.
Uh-huh.
Then go past him again.
Okay.
And you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
For some reason, it doesn't seem like that's going to be easy.
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation.
I don't think that'll work.
Or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible.
Has anyone ever bested him in a physical confrontation?
Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong.
Nothing a couple of solid hooks from Dexter and Sinister won't fix.
Whoa. Has any of the scabs tried converting to his worldview?
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition.
Seminese. What is that? Is that a real... No, it's not real. I don't think. It's Disco Elysium stuff. Wow. I'm sure we'll find out what that means. This isn't Earth. Yeah, I got that. I mean, is it a country? Salmon? Seaman? Surely they still call that the same. Maybe they should reconsider.
Sure.
The man whistles a jaunty tune, the wind rustling his whiskers. What's the strike about anyway? You're the amnesiac cop. Yeah, that's true. I should recall that this is I'm quite comfortable not knowing what the hell's going on. I forgot about that.
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
Okay. I kind of want to consult Kim again, to be honest. Any bright ideas?
Yes?
Nope. I mean, what's the worst that could happen if we go talk to a Seminese supremacist? In case of strike, press the button behind the guard? But yeah, I don't know if there are many good ways to die, I guess. But I would hope that falling from a height would be pretty quick. There are plenty of awful ones, ways I would not sign up for. I feel like suffocation is up there. Everyone should try to be more like Measurehead. Well, let's talk to him.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
That is true. I am visibly an alcoholic.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Uh-huh.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
So, okay, well, fair enough.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
Guillotine, one swift chop and it's dead. It's done. Death by Snoo Snoo. I feel like the guillotine would be pretty cool. It's also ostentatious, you know? Front row tickets to my death. I feel like that's kind of rad. Maybe you could do something like Evil Knievel. Just die, like, jumping a shark or through a ring of fire. Please don't say Snoo Snoo, Grandpa. Unreal.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle.
Okay, so it is a racial thing.
Sandwich, you are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
Okay, so I guess it's this guy is this world's version of Ayn Rand. He just didn't skip any like gym days, I guess. What about... Yeah, I get the sense that somebody like this isn't gonna respond to authority necessarily. I could still try to do it, though. This is so counter to his philosophy, I don't think it'll work. I'm just gonna keep puffing my chest and I'm gonna say nothing.
What is this androgynous display of sexual maturity?
Androgynous.
You hear your heart pumping, fast and irregular. Your joints ache and you feel old.
I'm just gonna make myself as big as possible in an attempt to intimidate you.
Stop it. You are embarrassing yourself in front of this woman and your pedomorphic friend.
What the hell? Is he saying that he looks like a kid? Yeah, retaining juvenile features as an adult. This guy's well read, but quite annoying.
This display of weakness may appeal to older women with a stronger maternal instinct, but it is a liability.
This guy's a lunatic.
Battlefield Martinez.
Do you have nothing else to say about the world besides how your physique represents your own ego, dude?
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard. Maybe you can ask him to leave.
I don't even have a badge. I feel like I'm gonna get myself killed. But I'm most interested in this option. So maybe death by a massive racist isn't so bad. It can't be in the bottom 100 ways to die, right?
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al Ghul.
Al Ghul.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al
What the fuck?
emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman...
Al Ghul. Is he mispronouncing alcohol? I think it's fun. Okay, what do you think, Kim?
Good.
It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk, and drowned.
Tough. My alcoholic stomach pile. Yeah, okay. Well, let's be frank. You're right, I'm an alcoholic, and I need that dead body to no longer be in the tree.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here.
Whoa.
The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Dude, the desire to just... Okay. Context. The other RPG game I've been playing a lot of is Divinity Original Sin 2, which is a lot more combat focused. And every single time we cross paths with someone who gives us even a minor inconvenience, the game encourages us to basically just obliterate them, disintegrate them. And we have full capacity to do so. I can't just shoot him, no. But I will say that is exactly what I would like to do. I don't think I would make a very good police officer.
Show him the ham still got it.
What? I could try to appeal to kindness. The race stuff is unimportant here. I just need you to help me do my job, please. You're right, you wouldn't. Or you're a very... Well, you know what? I don't think you'd do much better, Pyro. I've seen what you've done in that game. You're just as complicit as me. I have too much restraint. Whoa! You're in my way, Paris, said the angel. Exactly. You get it. You're beneath me. This creature, you're beneath me.
Begging for help. Attempting to pass fear for cooperation. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful.
Oh my god, dude.
You gave the world eugenics,
Oh.
electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft.
I just can't wrap my mind around someone having this mentality in a world where you can be made of, like, you're made of flesh and blood, yo. Like, you could wake up tomorrow and die from a heart attack, even built like this guy. Like, how could you be so unbelievably convinced of your own immortality?
You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
Okay, well, I hate to, shower compliments on a massive racist, but you are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture is pretty good.
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach.
Uh-huh.
It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
I'd like to push him over the edge of this wall is what I'd like to do.
This man is not budging. Let's hope his superiors inside are more cooperative.
I am not going to be able to push him out of the way. I'm an alcoholic in the middle of a hangover. It's I'm starting to feel like it's a wonder that I'm even on 2 feet. I could just leave. That's probably the best use of my time.
We still need to get into the harbor. We need help with the tree situation. There must be another way.
I agree with you, Kim. Fuck this guy. I hope I see you hanging from a branch before long. I can't believe the immeasurable cruelty I would like to do with that person. But he's such a fucking asshole. Oh, what's in here? Oh no, that place is locked. It's hermetically sealed, as it said. Well, let's see. What do you got to say, Manana?
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you?
What if I bring up the murder?
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
You're very charming and very funny. It's actually very fun and easy.
I don't believe you. Post L'Aventurier said the same thing. They tried to get me to be their postman. So fun, so easy, they said. It's just walking. It wasn't. I'm doing much better here at the harbor. Being an honest union man with a lot of free time on his hands.
I'm noticing. Okay, well. Shoot. I want to remember... Okay, what are my... Highlights with tab. Okay, well, that gives me more information, doesn't it? That's out of reach. What kind of a name is Measurehead, too, man? Is it supposed to give, like, Ayn Rand Fountainhead? Isn't that what she wrote? Yeah, she wrote that one, too. Not many people are out here naming themselves Blankhead, though. Phrenology? Do I want to look that up? I seem to remember hearing about it or knowing its definition at least once. Oh, jeez. I guess there's a guy we can talk to here.
Bastards! We have a right to work! Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
Nobody's happy to see us ever, huh? The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. He's a full head taller than everybody else here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Why should I? Oh, I didn't mean to click yes. Oh no.
Strength gives them power. We have a right to work.
Okay, well maybe he just thought I was joking, I guess.
Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side.
Oh my god.
Builds confidence.
What kind of cause are we talking about?
Rights of people, rights of workers, to have gainful employment, to make a salary, and feed their families.
Yeah, by undermining other people who are looking to feed their families, right?
Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers.
Uh-huh.
I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the right to work! Right to work!
I've got some questions for you.
Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scott.
Yeah. I want to get into the harbor, too.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. Trying to meet their fat boss.
Let's just say it's an official matter.
Right to work!
It's very difficult to talk to you while you keep shouting in the middle of it.
You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
This really isn't my area of expertise.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Pity. Let us work!
Alright. I'm so curious to see what else. What's a strike, huh? I was born today, so.
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
Uh-huh. What do the strikers want?
Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights. while we have the right to work.
Bro.
When the man moves around, you perceive some serious abs underneath his tight-fitting shirt. This man is in shape.
Perhaps he could help us with the corpse.
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting.
Huh. What does that mean?
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
I mean, maybe he's just working on hand-me-downs, you know? Alright, are you wearing new clothes?
He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his.
You can even see it in the model, like his sleeves are really short too. Who are all these strikebreakers?
Honest men and women with rights to work.
I got it.
Not toys for corporate interests.
You don't think you're serving corporate interests, huh?
We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If Union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
Okay. I wonder what exactly is busting your door down. Like, who do you owe money, or what do you need to pay exactly?
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
That is a good question, Kim.
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
Okay.
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
My reaction speed says to do that. Where are you from?
What's it to you?
I thought you looked real familiar for a second there.
No. Don't think we've met before. I came to help out the people.
I already got that. I'm interested in your background. Let's see. Maybe he'll crack a little under pressure.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain.
Uh-huh.
Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
A bouncer? Where? I frequent a lot of bars. Maybe it's one I know. I don't really drink. Nobody's gonna believe that. But I think this one is pretty casual. Sweet, I know bars. Been thrown out from several. Maybe that's why you seem familiar.
Quartet Territorial. Ring a bell?
Never heard of it. Are you lying? Oh my gosh. I don't think I've got the guts to just put him on the... Nah. Yeah, why not? Are you lying?
Here. I have a strike to break.
I got some experience for that, I guess. Okay, well. So there's an ongoing strike that is kind of getting in our way with our ability to go into the harbor. And also a massive racist. It's definitely getting in our way of going to the harbor. You know, reals are, I'm pretty sure, are also the currency of Brazil in the real world. So it's kind of curious that that's what they've chosen here. I don't know if historically that was used elsewhere, but maybe. A foreign car kept in good condition. You know, the one thing I guess that would be terrible about dying from a height is that maybe you have enough time to regret your decision. Although I suppose I wouldn't want it to be a decision. I'm just guessing. Something in life has caused that to be my demise.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you.
Pale driver.
She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face.
Who do you miss, Pale driver?
It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter. some cigarettes, and food money. Maybe she's your...
She's not my grandma. I'm not going to say that to this stranger. Excuse me, ma'am, I'd like to ask you some questions.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Okay. Now I might say the word grandma. Grandma?
Nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is gray like lead.
Whoa.
This one is a monster in disguise.
What? A monster in disguise? Well, this is rude, but I need results.
Wait,
Oh.
she's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Yeah, fair enough. Why am I messing around with a random old lady? Ooh, a box. Oh, wait. What's in here? More money. Maybe we'll have enough for that raincoat. Or... sure. A white tank top. Why not?
An old monument stands
Horseback
in the middle
monument.
of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
You know, this also gives us a good shot of what appears to be... I mean, this must have used to be an actual traffic circle, but there's clearly no traffic that's going through it now. What the hell happened? Do people even use cars in this world?
A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane.
Cool.
Track record of mental health in that family.
What did this king do?
What did he do? You have no idea what you did a week ago. How would you know what this guy did many centuries ago?
Fair
High
enough.
above you, the king stands triumphantly oblivious to your memory trouble.
Okay, well. What's over here? A bold slogan, Humanox, covers the truck. There are more modern trucks here, too, which is weird. Alongside this old-looking buggy. Cars like that are pretty cool. I've been to a museum with a handful of them.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
Le Homme. Doesn't that mean the man? Le Homme. Yeah, the man. The man mutters to himself, like accenting the beats as he goes. Yeah. I gotta stop bothering just random passerby. Hoping I might get something where... So... We can't really... Maybe there's a way we can sneak past into the harbor? Is there a way I haven't explored? Oh, what's this?
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Oh,
Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails all over the yard.
hobnails.
What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time being.
Rip. And it looks like it injured my ego some or something. Magnesium. Well, let's take that. How about this way?
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
What is this?
It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
I guess I meant what is Eternite, but okay. Why am I looking at this pile of the roofing material? That's a good question.
Because it's nice and orderly. Well-laid pallets. Easy on the eyes. No, there's more to this. You get this strange feeling.
Yeah, I get the sense there's something behind it, but let's see what the feeling says.
Hard to say. It's gone now. Feelings pass, you see. Especially the small ones.
Okay, great. Well, thanks. Where to go now?
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container.
The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
I'm gonna
The
keep the hunch.
lieutenant leans in to inspect the lock.
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage,
Or
we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
not a bad idea. I'm not entirely sure what we would find in there, but at this point I'm willing to try anything. I think this is probably the first point-and-click adventure of this game type that I've played, though I have seen a handful of them played. Like, the Leisure Suit Larry games. I've seen the Game Grumps play those. Very skeevy, and a very different vibe, too.
Notices you approaching.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
I still don't know my own name. This sucks. Well, let's commit. Detective Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
Ooh, apply pressure.
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
I see.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective,
Yes?
I have everything. You?
Maybe I could ask him something.
Yes, yes. He means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
Okay. What's your problem with me?
Why would I have a problem with you? You're a hero cop.
You're being sarcastic.
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room?
I do not appreciate your tone. This is no way to talk to an officer. All of these sound pretty awful. Yeah.
Oh, it's not. You're right, it's not.
Yeah, come on, man. All I did was trash your hotel room.
He has no respect for you personally, but this man sees himself as a law-abiding citizen, and you a representative of that law.
Why did Sylvie go away?
She went away because none of your business.
Okay.
Extra fine.
Oh, that's all.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
130.
No one is saying the multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must be merely imagination. But
Let's bail! Time to push the eject button! Sounds like a responsibility! You don't like those!
no. I hate this necktie. I should have never picked it up. I should have listened. There is no way we're gonna do that. I hate all of these options. Okay, what's real?
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
Oh. I don't know any Cyrillic languages. But thanks for hopping into stream. Oh, howdy. Hello.
the IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
Oh, I understand. You mean I owe you money? No.
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right, money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
Okay.
Who does that clown think he is? Arrest him!
This necktie is the worst. What do I owe this place for?
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages.
You have a very beautiful voice. Thank you.
Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money.
Unreal. But what exactly is money?
What are you, a philosopher?
I'm just getting my bearings.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
Where are you from? I'm from heaven. Wasn't always from there, but I am now. Interesting. Where do I get it from? Oh. I mean, maybe we can convince him I've got hit in the head so hard that he won't charge us. Is this money?
Yes, it is.
Oh, no. I don't understand anything, but I just like your voice. Well, thanks for hanging out. I guess I'll count it out and give it to him.
No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real.
It seems we've managed to guilt him into not charging us. Incredible.
He stands silently, looking at the coppers on the counter. For a moment, his antipathy is overcome by compassion for the sheer
The sheer smallness.
He demonstratively suppresses a world-weary sigh.
What happens now?
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
Oh my god, do I have a home? What if this is the part where I tell him I don't remember where my home is? I'll see what I can do.
I'm sorry I couldn't help more. You should take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car, okay? We have to get this investigation started now.
Well, we've been investigating.
Good luck.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
Do I even have one? Yeah, let's try to think about that.
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
South, maybe?
You don't really know, do you?
I have only a vague blackened image.
A vague, blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Could I trace the way back somehow to the exact street, the exact number on a building?
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Oh my god. This guy is such a wreck. This is terrible for him. Wait, so I've been leveling. Can I actually use my points or something? What does this little cross mean? Yeah, here we go. Oh, I didn't really mean to level up that specific. Oh well. Whoops. Do I only have a single level I can use at a time, maybe? I don't really understand how this works. Well, I guess these are just vibes. Well, here we go. It says skill points. We have 1 skill in each. Okay, I see. We're already really good at Inland Empire. Let's just specialize. Specializing is better, right? And here, I guess by that logic, we should specialize in electrochemistry. Oh, it's a single level across the whole thing. It's not just 1 per. Well, then maybe I don't want to level up yet. Yeah, I don't think I understand the systems enough to bother to yet. Oh my gosh. I don't know what we're gonna do now. What's this thing?
This Post Lavatorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
Someone really didn't like this mailbox, I guess. Who are you? Maybe you have something interesting to say.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
Hello.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
What? Not really. Crime, romance, biographies of famous people, books. I don't know that that's gonna get us anywhere closer. I've never had amnesia. I've never blacked out. I feel like this is a scary situation to be in, especially considering the amount of responsibility you end up with in life. You wake up and you're just like some new person you've never heard of. What's this? A lonely cormorant surveys the sea. Maybe here? It appears locked, whatever it is. Is this just somebody's random
A
home?
sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to the apartment building. It's locked.
Let's not enter. I sort of wish Kim would tell me what he thinks we should do. Oh, you're in a tie.
A striking woman leans against the cabin
Whoa.
top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
She seems a lot more put together than everybody else we've met.
Good morning, officers. I'm Joyce.
Nice to meet you, Joyce.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbor.
Oh,
Gentlemen
maybe you
must
can
be
help.
From the RCM.
What gave us away?
Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
Quite funny.
What is implied here? That you're a drunk?
She did imply that, yes. But I think it's visibly apparent. I feel like it's difficult to judge anyone for that. Shake her hand.
I'm glad to see you here. I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will. Gladly.
Okay.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
I am ultimately competent. Uh-huh. I am the most competent that there's ever been. No one has ever been more competent than me.
There's a trace of irony in his voice. Mischief, even. The lieutenant is hatching some scheme.
Yeah.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
Cool.
It's hard to get a read on her precise disposition, but she appears helpful.
You're on a boat. What can you tell me about this strike?
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
What is your role in this precisely?
I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
You're the messenger that gets shot. Okay.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place. Now they won't even let me into the harbor. There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
I've met him. You mean Measurehead?
Yes, Jean-Luc Measurehead.
How were the talks going before the lynching?
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially
So we're in the
frozen.
March.
I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
What happened to this Gaumont?
Mr. Clare told him to... how did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Not cool.
Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union.
Yeah, they managed to reach a couple of agreements in the past. That's strange.
Sounds like usual aggressive posturing.
What are their demands?
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes, every worker, a member of the board.
Yeah, so they want like a worker-owned company, basically, which exists. I don't know what to think about that.
Fortunately, they explained it. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about anything, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal.
Yeah, unilateral decision-making like that is pretty difficult to achieve.
Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
What are you gonna do?
I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position. A hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery.
Yeah,
There's
it
been
does
no
sound like
follow-up,
making fun of
just
him.
the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again.
Huh.
And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the bowyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
Yeah, that means call me tomorrow. I mean, well,
This checks out.
thanks, reaction speed. The scabs at the gate. Did you put them there?
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock, come to plead for work where the Union refuses to? If they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not right now, at least.
Oh, she seems to have implied that they are, in fact, something that the company's organized. Something that she's not happy with, but something that she is not officially telling us is the truth. Tell me about this union boss, Mr. Clare.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first.
Really?
Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
Wow. Is he that bad?
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
Oh no. Twins in noirs? That never goes well. Wait, there are two of them?
Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over.
Oh, they just trade places?
It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
What about the union itself outside the Brothers Clare?
The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organized labor at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The Brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Oh no.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother. And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
Basically a socialist mob?
Thank you for being candid. Sadly, Wild Pines have cooperated with what amounts to a crime syndicate for 2 decades. However much you feed the wolf always hungers.
One more thing. You said something happened in the elections.
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Oh.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore. Or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
Eerie.
Downright haunting, if you ask me. The Wild Pines suspected foul play, but what could they do? It was a union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
Let's change the topic, I guess.
Of course. How else can I help?
You're on a boat.
Why, yes I am.
Does she have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is.
The word "it" feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper.
I got the sense that she doesn't like the idea of personifying this boat into a woman.
A breeze ripples through the sails and tugs at your hair. Below, the sleek, fish-like shape of the hull parts the water. Beneath that, a resounding darkness. You're reminded of something. Or someone.
Okay, but what kind of boat is it?
It's a pleasure craft. A 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business.
Ah, yes, my business boat. For business. I like being on boats from time to time, but I would never want to own one. It feels like a lot of work for a little bit of time in the water. I'd rather have... I think the key is to just be friends with someone who owns a boat. That's the ticket. And pay for all the booze and the food. How do you like
My
it?
sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
She's pretty funny.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
Yeah, Kim.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Not a lot of people on boats, are there?
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
What do you mean archipelago?
I mean, we are on Le Caillou, are we not?
Understood. About this boat of yours.
She nods attentively.
I think I have a handle on the boat thing.
Good.
Tell me about Wild Pines. What do you do?
What we do? I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
So what do they do?
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things.
Okay.
And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
How much money does Wild Pines have?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
Hachi machi.
A billion?
What exactly is a billion? Oh my god. What is wrong with this guy? Nothing. He understands nothing. The money I owe is so much less than that. I feel like that's worth saying.
Yes, past a certain point, numbers begin to seem imaginary, but they are quite real for the 72,000 employees who depend on Wild Pines for their paychecks.
Right.
A conglomerate the size of Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving and growing, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It is a tremendous responsibility.
Where does Wild Pines get all these billions?
They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lomantang on behalf of the suzerain.
You know who she reminds me of? She reminds me of She reminds me of GLaDOS, but like pre-GLaDOSifying. What was her name? The director that like hung out with Cave Johnson. She also kind of reminds me of the announcer from TF2. Caroline? Yeah, I think so. She's a secretary. Oh, well, maybe I'm thinking of I'm probably actually thinking of the announcer from TF2. Like in the comics? Ellen McLean. Yeah. She's a lot more like Ellen.
Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow.
She's a nasty old broad.
Totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
Wow. What does such a huge system want with a place like this?
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
8% of all cargo in the world. That's quite the endeavor.
There are no minor cogs in the system. Each terminal must be accounted for, lest the entire system break. Every hiccup in such a system means thousands lose their jobs, the world over. I'm here to assure that doesn't happen.
Huh.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
What can you tell me about this lynching?
Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Fuck, I don't have my badge.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
It's plastic? The badge is plastic?
And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment.
Oh, good job, Kim. Thank you, Kim. Oh my god.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
Remember when my partner told you I'd recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? My last badge is related to it.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
I'm just gonna go with an yes.
I can't hear you, darling. Speak up, please.
Okay. I keep thinking about committing to this whole... Well, I guess I have to now. I could have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember anything. The world, the city, nothing.
Oh dear. Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia. I don't even know how to respond.
I wouldn't either.
I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you gain by faking such a condition.
Yeah, I'm like Titus in Final Fantasy X. I don't know a whole lot. And I'm made of dreams.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize. But I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
That's fair.
She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
How do I negotiate my way out of this? Yeah.
She's a negotiator. Just float a favor at her. Insinuate.
Surely there's some other way to demonstrate our law enforcement credentials.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
Okay, fair enough.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Like what?
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
So the Union is supporting a local drug trade and she wants evidence of that.
They're profiting from this trade.
Yeah.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones.
Huh. I don't like owing people favors. But I don't know where my badge went.
Or you can recover your badge, Though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
You're probably right.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Yeah, I think Kim isn't gonna like the idea of making deals with randoms.
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective. Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchman.
I thought it was going well. It was not going well. It was going okay. At best.
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
Oh no.
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
We could just, find my badge.
Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters. You could request a new one from the station, but that would literally take months.
What do you propose? That we don't investigate the drug trafficking?
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. We'd never hear the end of it. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching.
Interesting. We just tell her we investigated and not its results. Let's get back to her then.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Do you know something about these photos?
That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
So you know something about the tattoos? Fine, let's return to it later.
Tie the fourth day to the Bat's Day on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
Huh. Tell me about this alleged drug and trafficking.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Let me get this straight. The materials come from Samara to Revachol through the terminal.
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Okay.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
Yeah, you've got a lot of info, lady.
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut. Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dockworkers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
What do you mean?
The lorries. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers, well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they are vulnerable.
You want me to steal a boat?
Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment. I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
You'll be indebted to her, in a way. But one step ahead of the Union in another.
Interesting. Why didn't you come to the RCM earlier?
We did. On more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
Oh, cool.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers.
It's no coincidence the lorries are stranded there like that, is it?
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However, this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the trade committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue. Thousands of liters of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Yeah, what do you mean by that, Kim?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open the drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is
What was her plan up until we showed up
you
then?
understand.
What proof do you have that the Union is involved?
How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
I guess that's true, yeah.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
So you think the strike is being funded with sourced ingredients for drugs?
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
Well, isn't that very convenient that us giving you all this information about this illicit drug trade is going to also make the arguments from the Union suddenly disappear?
It sounds like she tried looking into it herself, but she's clearly not the type your typical lorryman would confide in.
Yeah.
She simply nods.
You seem rich. Can I have some money? I don't want to be any further indebted to this woman.
Of course, Detective. Take care.
Ugh. She's a piece of work. Okay, well, I feel like I'm left with more questions than answers. What say you, Journal? Yeah, let's just ask him about the case, huh? Maybe he's got something to say. Kim, old buddy, old pal. Come on, dude.
Yes?
Tell me about the case again.
What do you want to know?
Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing.
Ah, yes. The case brief you missed. Now I remember.
Yes, that sounds good.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez.
He was a security guard.
Said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate.
Someone's threatening people for calling this in, basically.
During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Does the briefing say who the victim was?
A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
Why didn't we know anything about the caller?
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Okay, we don't know anything about the caller.
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez.
Oh, wow.
Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Holy cow. Let me just make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer?
Okay, well, We are police officers. It is our job to find the killer. So that's what I intend to do. You should try it too.
Thanks, Kim. Sorry for disappointing you again. Would you say this is a mysterious case?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
Why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
Okay, so the case probably isn't mysterious, but could it be sexy?
There was some interest in this case at my station, but not for the reasons you have in mind. You seem to wish there was
Cut this boring stuff off immediately. You know what this case is about.
Excellent. Was there anything else?
Now that we've inspected the scene, I want to know more about this pissing competition you mentioned.
What's there to say? It's just stupidity.
What kind of stupidity?
The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
Yeah, I see.
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words.
Ah.
I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest, with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
Oh, man. You're telling me everyone else thinks this is a cop-off and Kim is easily the better cop? Oh, no.
So, you volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
Yeah, he just wanted it to get it done. So you volunteered to spoil it.
Yes. I'm an unrepentant spoil sport.
I appreciate that, Kim. What's special about Martinez?
Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
The worst of the best district, the best of the worst district. Oh, two sides of the same coin.
A tremble comes over you. Another after effect of ethanol poisoning, perhaps. Feels like leaves do when they rustle in the breeze, somewhere far away, below the turbine. The 41st and the 57th. The lieutenant was right. It's not about who gets what's north. It's about who doesn't.
I wonder what this says about me, that I was sent by my station. Yeah. They don't want me to... I mean, we don't want to succeed, right? At the same time, because if we succeed, then it'll become our jurisdiction. I must be an augury, an apocalyptic omen sent by my people. Can you guess my message?
No.
You know, actually, no. I'm not an augury. I don't know why I said that.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask about the competition? Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
He's actually glad it's addressed now.
Of course. Logic. I think you should know that I can't remember anything.
No response. He just arches his brow.
I really don't remember anything. There was drinking involved.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Fine.
Focus on other people's troubles, not your own. That is a relief.
Your heart beats twice like a fist. The serotonin deficiency makes your teeth clench. The lieutenant glances at his electronic wristwatch. A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
Jeez. That seems surprisingly cruel of Kim.
Hey, up here, Piggo.
Who said that?
The streets will flow red once more.
Cindy the
as
Skull.
a torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
I like her design.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
Go where? Accosting a minor?
Listen to your partner, pigman. Watch your back, ungulate. You.
I didn't really mean to collect that. Oh well. More cash.
There must be another way into the building.
Yeah, what's that noise down there?
Why did that sound so loud? An orange bum hat. Sure. What to do now? I suppose we can just keep exploring. See if we can't find someone who might actually help us. We could do as she says and investigate that lorry as well. I do hate the idea of playing into her hands like he suggested, or like Kim suggested. Oh. The distant squall of seabirds.
The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname.
Look closer first.
The faded marks are too degraded to draw any forensic conclusions. Just chips in the sandstone.
Great, now I'm gonna look like an asshole. Kim, look, bullet holes.
Where?
Nothing, forget about it.
Back already?
What's going on here?
It's the jam, my man.
What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon
They've been stuck here for actual days? Holy hell.
days.
Limbo, huh? So that's where I am.
Yeah, exactly.
So how long have you been here?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
That wasn't a real answer.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
Wow, okay.
Behind the laugh, however, a touch of sorrow.
He's been here for a week. I mean, then they should They were here during the lynching.
So tell me, what do you need?
Know about the dead man? Maybe I can just ask what he's hauling.
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Very funny.
Time to arrest him.
Okay, and what are you actually hauling?
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits, and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident, though we've been making headway in the Il-Moran market lately.
That's your machine behind you.
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise.
Oh, I didn't ask? No, what? I misclicked. I meant to ask.
This rockin' beauty.
Yeah.
It sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
Yeah, these lorries are pretty neat.
Neat. For carrying large quantities of cargo a long distance. These found tracksuits need to find their way to the kids way out in Wamrau and Loran Bird somehow.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he's spent too long in this lorry.
I had another question.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Let's see what my empathy can do. Maybe I can level up my empathy before I do that. Sure. Even better. Let's use our empathy. Ooh, empathy beam, go.
Ease into it.
Fuck.
Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
Man, you look sad. What's going on with you?
I'm okay, man. Just... the jams got me down. The fumes, the chemical rainbows, the tarpaulin stretched on the frames and the dull engines off.
Maybe the full-on direct approach wasn't correct. Damn, it's tricky business looking into someone's eyes and not doing it wrong.
Well, that's too bad. Know anything about the dead man?
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
Alright, never mind then.
Taps his fingers.
Don't be a stranger.
Cool. Oh, I have, oh, that's what it meant when I lost morale. I have, like, morale points. I lost it, I don't know when. I guess it would make sense to have some amount of health. I don't know, I have any idea what to do now. I suppose I can consult the journal, because that did sort of help before. We could ask Kuno about the armor. Sure, let's do that. Well, maybe we should read more of this, because there's probably more interesting things to do. Okay. Yeah, let's... Let's ask Kuno, I guess. This little shit.
Can't you see I'm throwing rocks?
I have questions for you.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
What do you know about the body?
Shitload pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
Kim, help me out here.
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
You have no idea what the usual is. Just ask whatever comes to mind.
Great. Where's the rest of his armor?
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor.
How come?
Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
Mutant?
Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
Oh, but you took it off of him.
Oh, come on. He's just pretending that he doesn't care because he's too small for the armor.
Okay, that might be true, but what do you mean you threw it away?
I tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
You threw it in the sea.
Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk.
I got it, Kuno.
You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate.
What do you mean troubadour?
Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit. Came around pretending like he cares about cows.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
So yeah,
English,
he's the
motherfucker,
one
do you
talking.
speak it?
He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. Go to the gate. Ask him yourself.
Yes, this troubadour has it. You can feel it.
Average Gen Alpha. Yeah, I think so. I haven't really interacted with very many of them. What gen is Gen Alpha? When were they born?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the...
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
You're testing...
Get lost.
Wow.
Kuno doesn't fuck...
Jesus.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Wow. I wonder what it must be like playing this and knowing all of the secrets. Like, you can just show up like a savant or something. The Jolly Mesk about the armor. He must be talking about Manana, right? I don't know what Mesk means. Maybe it's one of those countries in this game.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you?
You're the man in boots at the gates. Kuno said you know about the armor.
The little boy had the good on his promise.
His promise?
To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock.
Uh-huh.
Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
So Kuno used us to what? Scare you?
It's a minor nuisance. It's all good.
He thinks, not yet. Better to get this business out of the way. Sweeter then.
The probe into the armor, what did you learn?
I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk Union man about some armor.
You're a drunk too, huh?
Yes.
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
What sort of technical stuff? This guy is a real question beggar. Everything he says, he's begging the question.
I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
I may have better things to do.
I agree, officer. Let's focus on the hanging, and later some junior officers can take care of the rest.
Nice. From what I learned, it was a very heavy, boring set of armor.
Thanks for the cooperation.
No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
He is sincerely grateful he is not tracking down pieces of armor right now.
Why would I bother to confront some little kid about him lying to me? Okay, maybe we can get to wherever Kim's parked. And in doing so, call Kylie or whatever. But where is he parked? Maybe it's that bright blue car that was parked right outside of the place we were staying.
Before you stands a motor carriage.
Yeah, there we go.
Covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57.
Who's Kupri Kenima?
Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet.
It's been hours, but okay.
In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat.
Kim, what are we looking at? What is this machine?
Gauge.
I guess we pull up the radio.
The frequency tableau lights up, and the green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens. Radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Hi, Alice.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Connect me to Sylvie.
Of course. What is the number, officer?
Guard gave you the number, right?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
It's interesting that they've got phone numbers for radio. Like, I feel like the level of technology in this game is kind of straddling a couple of lines.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Oh, let's just wait patiently.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi slowly begins to tap a little rhythm with his right foot. Quite a lot of time has passed.
Oh no.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you.
Perfect.
Yes, hello?
Let's just say it's the police. I have some questions for you about your last days at work.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you again. There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out.
Oh my god.
No question about it.
You quit your job at the Whirling. Why?
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Why aren't you comfortable discussing it with me?
Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone.
Ugh, I really hope that's not me. Get away from whom?
You know whom?
You think you hear a sliver of accusation in her words.
Yeah, me. Great.
Don't be paranoid. She's obviously talking about someone else, not you.
Alright, I won't push you on this.
Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now.
Was it you who called the police?
No, not me.
Do you know who made that call?
No, sorry, I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
Interesting, okay.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Okay, next question.
Yeah, go on.
I think I got everything I need.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Alright, empathy check.
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags, when she was still working there.
Oh god, this is brutal. Okay, how did I fuck up? What did I do? I can't remember anything.
I'm not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. It just made me want to quit.
What skua thing?
The stuffed bird, the great skua. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac.
That does sound hilarious, but I guess if you weren't drunken in on it at the time, it would sound scary instead.
I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there.
All of these options suck. I guess this sounds like me alright.
Didn't seem like you had fun doing it, though.
Thank you for talking to me. Take care.
You hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the radio. Wordless, the call breaks. Then, the already familiar voice.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Alright, time to report the missing badge.
Just a second, officer.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas. The radio switchboard.
10-4, what's your status? Over.
It's not good.
10-18, 10-20, over.
Just talk human to me. I don't know what these numbers mean.
State your message, sir. Over.
I need to report my badge missing.
10-9, repeat message. Over.
I can't find my badge. It's gone.
10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
1022, the captain. This sounds bad. Bad and scary. Like being called to the headmaster's office in school.
Is it him? What does he want?
Oh no.
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
Say nothing.
Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Well, it's too bad we're not even gonna get our own real name from this.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge.
Yeah, I gathered that.
Defend yourself. Immediately, they're laughing at you.
Should, I don't know. I don't think I'd bother to argue with them. Can't we just move on? I want to get it reported and be done with.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
Bruh.
He lost his what now? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
I have other things to discuss.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Oh my god.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun too.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you?
Jesus Christ. How? Why? Why do I have to roleplay as the world's worst person? Hey, God, this is annoying.
Okay, it's gone. Your gun is most definitely gone.
Awesome.
Don't sweat it, Bratan. You don't need a gun to have fun. We can still have fun. It's not all over.
Yeah. Somebody get this necktie off of me.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
I don't have... there's no way I'm going to be able to convince them of that.
10-1, you're breaking up. 10-9, repeat, please. Over.
Fuck. Nah, it's only harder. It's not lost if I can find it.
10-9, come in, officer. Over.
Fine. Maybe we win the 3%er.
Even before you can get the words out, everything gets scrambled in your brain.
He says he didn't lose his gun. Or his fun, whatever that means.
Ask him to describe it. His gun. Not his fun. Just the gun will do.
Satellite Officer McLean requests a description of your weapon. Over.
The fuck do you need a gun for? Look at
oh my god. I'd like to go back to being me now. I hate this guy. I hate being this guy. I hate his life. I hate everything about his existence. Why? This is just miserable life simulator. This sucks. This sucks so bad. Oh. Is this why people like this game? Like, you get to go back to your real life and go, wow, my whole regular ass life is so much better than this shitty cop.
Oh, request a description, huh? We'll give him one. Describe the plasma gun.
Oh my god. Okay, I guess we'll just be funny.
10-9, come again, please. Over. I'm going to need to put you on speaker for a second. Over. The officer is describing his genitalia in exaggerated terms. Over.
That wasn't my genitalia. Come on, man.
Host in heaven. Did he lose his gun and his mind? Dear God, he lost his gun? Oh my, I can't. This isn't really a laughing matter.
Mac can face a giant of Coco Noor by himself, but Disco here made him piss his pants.
Oh, I can't. Fuck. He lost his... Ask him if he still got his wiener.
I'm not going to.
Ask him.
Sergeant Orson, he is wondering if you are in possession of your genitalia.
At least Jules seems about as miserable as I do. Although I don't understand why he even is here, because I can hear the other assholes just fine.
Now is a good time to say fuck and ass and so on. That'll make this all right.
Yeah, I lost my wiener too. Lay off.
He acknowledges your joke and asks you to lay off.
Lay off? Lay off? Tell him we'll lay off when he retrieves the goddamn police property that he has been entrusted with.
Satellite Officer
I heard him and I'm on it.
10-4, affirmative. Officer is in pursuit of his firearm.
Oh, God,
Officer, do you need further assistance? Over.
That's all for now.
Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
18 kilometers to the south, in the 41st Precinct's relay booth, a small crowd has gathered around Communication Officer Jules Oldboy Pidier. Around a dozen cops. The small room is filled with cigarette smoke, abuzz with laughter.
This shit sucks.
Enters. Her left arm is in bandages and her hair trimmed short.
You know what? Okay, you know how getting over it for most people is frustration, and like it feels like painful for them. It feels like that's what this is to me. I'm so tired of being this shitty guy.
What is going on here? Did something happen?
What happened is my partner made contact. It's not good. He's lost his badge and his sidearm. He seemed confused, delirious even.
Mac, the torso Torson, is finger-fucking his fist, laughing hoarsely and apparently telling some dirty story to his partner, Chester McLean, near the entrance.
Yeah, Mullen was fucked, alright. Sounded fucking drunk to me.
Yeah, that's right. That was some gnarly shit there.
Enough! None of this is funny. It's fucking sad. That's what it is. He's a cop. He's one of us, goddamn this.
We must help him.
Oh.
Yeah? How do you fucking plan to do that, huh? Get him off the drink? Go jogging with him in the morning and get him on carrot juice? He's a lost man.
Jesus.
I just know we can't give up on him when he's at his weakest. He wouldn't.
Mac, man the door. You know what he told me? I don't want to get better. I want to get worse. Those were his words. This shit does not leave this room. Not a word of this to the captain. Or anyone else. We'll give him a couple of days to put his shit together.
I guess I can hold up the report for a few days.
Good. Okay, everybody. Nothing but a prank call here. We all got our laughs. Now get back to work.
Far north, on the other side of the motorway, the officer quietly hunches with his hand in the motor carriage.
Jesus. All right, where to now? Where else would we like to get beaten over the head for being the worst person on the planet? I'm not sure what else to do. The Thought Cabinet. Problems and solutions. What does internalizing one of these even mean? What say you, random sitter?
It's raining again. It was clear just an hour ago. Of course. Where to?
Directions aren't gonna help. Maybe this guy has got something.
Welcome to Rivachol.
Why are you dressing my partner like that?
Don't you welcome to Rivachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless.
Well.
It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
No, you don't. Man, this pod is supposed to be getting rid of these folks. But, well, now you're gone. You tell him.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
So we are in a limbo.
Oh, come on, man. I just said, welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
Sure, dude.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Whoa.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
I don't think Kim would like this response. I don't know what to do. He doesn't need backup though, does he? I want him to apologize is what I want him to do.
I haven't learned anything I didn't know before.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness. You sense slight embarrassment for the outburst. Or is it pride? Impossible to tell.
Whatever you say, officers.
What are you hauling?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up?
Apples.
Apples?
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
All right. This one's open, it looks like. Maybe? Or maybe we can jiggle the door? I don't know.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers.
Or maybe we can check the back seat.
In the windows, the back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep. Large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength.
You think this lorry belongs to our tough guy?
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
He was acting tough before. This probably scared him a bit. Who knows when it will come in handy? A slightly scared, racist lorryman.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll come in handy at some point. I am well and truly lost. Everywhere I turn, there seems to be only problems and not solutions. I doubt Kim has anything to add.
Yes?
I'm not sure what to do, frankly. I guess we could just keep exploring the map. I don't know that we've gotten all the way over to the church. But... it seemed like there was a great deal of it that we can't really get around. I wonder if there's some sort of sewers or something? There's often sewers in this kind of a game. How else are we supposed to get to the other side of the harbor? We've managed to spend most of a day in this game already. With no real progress, I don't think. I mean, we've talked to a lot of people, we've got a lot of context for what's going on, but I'm not sure if we're any closer to even getting that corpse down. Let's see. Who are you?
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just...
Oh, are they playing like marbles or something?
All right. I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions.
Shouldn't I ask what game it is first?
Ask no. You got this. There's the ball. You're the game.
I'd rather leave them to it. I don't want to get involved. They're enjoying themselves. Why get in their way? It appears that there's more of this town to explore, at least. Ah, a sewer grate. See? I knew it. There's a sewer. Not that maybe it'll be useful at all.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin.
Ah, something to sell?
The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer! Everything's cool here.
What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer.
From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers. It sweeps into the city, tugging at the textiles hanging around the stand. Some distance away, the sound of a tin can clattering across the street can be heard.
You're very cool. Bang, 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 bang!
Really? You think I'm cool?
Oh, yes! You got style. You got personal style. You know what you like. You like premium menswear. Look around and browse.
It's this god-awful necktie that's attracting him, isn't it?
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions?
I'll look around, thanks. Another sewer grate. We'll just keep exploring the map till there's no map left to explore, I guess.
G'day to you, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them. His posture is relaxed. Despite his powerful build and a knife in his hand, this man resorts to physical intimidation only infrequently, if at all.
Do you know what caused this wreckage?
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Revachol.
The words Daredevil Driver sound ominous to you.
Thanks, Inland Empire.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
Do you know what's further down the coast?
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
At least that guy was pleasant. What's this thing? Does this control the water lock?
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Yeah, that's a pretty fair assumption. Where to now? Oh, the water lock will be ready to use in a couple days, I guess. A pawn shop. Nosafed.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Fair enough, I guess. Ugh. All my homies going to the pawn shop, but no one's going to the bishop shop. No. Or the queen shop, or the king shop. I wonder if this lady who is running the spot has anything to say.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
Whatever. I feel like I've totally lost the thread. I'd like to get into this harbor. I just try to walk past him. Maybe if I had a gun. I guess we could revisit the journal. I guess I could go confront Kuno, but again, I don't see what I stand to gain from that, besides crossing off something on the list. I don't know why this little kid would know anything about this investigation.
Fuck does Kuno care?
I talked to Manana about the armor.
So,
Told me you said to thank you. I wasn't too keen on chasing down the armor anyway.
Fuck, okay. Kuno's a giver like that, yes?
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like jello.
Look, pig, Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on.
Okay.
Good idea.
Yeah, let's move on.
That's what Kuno said. Don't be saying what Kuno said back to Kuno. Get the fuck out of here, Patterson Kuno.
Yeah.
After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face.
You're a little kid, man.
Yeah, real interesting.
Kuno doesn't fucking...
Kuno doesn't fucking care. Great, okay, another thing off the list, I guess. He said that he had a pry bar. Maybe we just grab the pry bar and there's something relevant in that trash can. This is what we've been reduced to. Sifting through trash. It's not like we were in very high highs beforehand.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and a metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. Work is work.
Let's take the pry bar, I guess.
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think. Cold and heavy, like truth. You feel like you're reunited with truth once more.
Yeah, that's a normal thing to think once you've grabbed a weapon.
Opening all sorts of doors and lids. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest.
Okay. Let's open up this trash can then, I guess. Maybe we'll find the murderer in there. Or anything. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, we do know that whoever killed this person was sloppy, so they may have simply dumped some relevant information into this trash can. I have spent an inordinate amount of my time in life around trash cans because I'm into something called geocaching, if you're unfamiliar. The idea is that people like hide little goodies all over the world in different places and in cities and parks and stuff. And you can find what they've hidden with the hints, and like those hints are located or they're connected to geographical information that you can use to find it via GPS. And in cities, random alleys and dumpsters happen to be a very popular hiding spot for stuff like this. So
this trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says "Whirling in Rags."
I don't have the tool equipped. I guess we equip the pry bar. Let's give it a go. How hard could it be?
The trash container is locked.
I'm still not very strong.
A padlock that says "Whirling in Rags."
Can we level? We can level. We could level in being strong. Let's give it a go. Why not? 28%er? What's the best geocache you've found? Hello, hello. The best one I found was I think the best one I found was probably the first one I found, which was, it was on the underside of a bench right outside of a fire department, like a firefighter department is what it's called. And I remember being especially nervous because it was my first geocache, and part of finding a geocache is trying to be very nonchalant. You don't want people to know you're looking for a geocache. So I was just hanging out on this bench, using my hands and feeling around it until I finally found it, and it was pretty good. I think you always remember your first when it comes to geocaches and many other things in life. I've taken a lot of friends on geocache hunts. There was also one in a graveyard. That was pretty cool. It was in like the corner of a fence. There was one in like on a trail on the outside of a great big like I guess it was an arboretum, and it was in like a little hollow in a tree that was covered up by a little metal tag. In that arboretum, there was also this like little, I don't know, like a ravine, really small ravine, and there was one hidden in there, and like a little sandwich container. I think those are probably the best ones. Let's see if we can get this open.
Force time isn't happening.
We suck.
You've jammed the pry bar under the lid, but it just isn't bending. What is this? Your triceps ache for the metal to bend, but it resists. This calls for a potent curse to help break.
I can't pry it open.
Let's ask the manager for the key. This is clearly not working.
Oh yeah, I guess I forgot that we could have done that to begin with. I suppose we should probably put this away. Geocaching is a lot of fun because it's a good way to spend time with friends while having a small goal, I guess. You don't always find it, but when you do, everybody feels pretty elated. And I mean, it also gets you to kind of appreciate your surroundings in a way that most other things don't.
Can I help you?
Is the trash container out back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
It's like the OG Pokemon Go. Yeah, it's sort of like that, exactly. It just... It gives you something to do while you're hanging out outside and while you're walking. And of course the hints are pretty fun as well. Especially if they're well maintained and if the person who came up with them is having a lot of fun with it, I guess.
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
Makes sense.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
That would make sense, wouldn't it?
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
I wonder what this feeling is.
Prod at him and find out.
We need those keys.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Alright, let's get into this dumpster. Maybe we'll find a geocache within it. Or perhaps a Pokemon. I don't think we're gonna find many Pokemon in this world. Is there a Pokemon about hopeless, dreary sorrow and alcoholic, power-abusing cops? Is there a Pokemon about giving up?
This trash container is locked. With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid.
Can you guess what region of the world produced this game? France? Is my guess.
Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Didn't I just have a premonition that there's something in there?
There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow.
Lower than France?
Your hand is still on the lid.
Do you mean like further south? Spain? I'll just look it up. Zone games. Oh, it's from the UK. Estonian. Well, it was written by an Estonian novelist. Well, it is certainly dreary. I guess we open the lid.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Yeah, that's not really lower. It's Easter. Yes.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Why would I look through this?
The container sounds a muffled gong.
This was a stupid idea.
We should return later, officer. I don't think we were thorough enough. There may be more in there.
Yeah, thanks. Mimikyu is pretty hopeless. Wow, but he's so cute. What makes him hopeless? He's just a little sad. Wait, why is Mimikyu hopeless? Is it because he wants to be a real doll? What? Mimikyu is just like a little possessed Pikachu doll because he doesn't get attention otherwise. Ghost type? Well, yeah. You're biased. Yeah, I am. Here's your keys back. All you had was...
Can I help you? Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
just trash.
As it should be. Anyway, thank you for returning my key.
Great. Mimikyu can't show its true self without killing people. I guess that is sad. He tries to kill you in his intro games. What? He only dresses up as a Pikachu because it's popular. Yeah, that's sad. Is it really this kind of sad?
Sinking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Kubek. It must be his name. Garancy. Garancy Kubek. Sounds representative.
There is no way that is his name. Okay, okay. What now, genius? Okay, that's something interesting. Maybe we can poke around the pawn shop and find out if my gun is there. Maybe a sea monster did this to the plaza. I think that there's got to be a sadder Pokemon than Mimikyu. Feels like Gloom is on brand for hopelessness. Okay, we're getting closer. Oh, there's gotta be like a really sad looking fish Pokemon, isn't there? Yamask. What about like Love Disc? It has nothing to aspire to. Everyone dunks on Love Disc. Nobody likes it, even though it's cute. And it doesn't even evolve. Yamask cries. Okay, well, maybe that's better. Whismer? He does look quite hopeless. Looks sad. What's your problem? My problem is that the endless hopelessness that this game is making me feel is incomparable. That's my problem. So kind of machine. Is there a person in here that I'm not... Oh, yeah. He's like in a little... He's like in a little booth.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop.
Love This is actually good because its gimmick, the heart skills, is no longer needed as of Gen 8. It truly is useless. Ghost-type Pokemon aren't very sad. No Ghost-type bias. I mean, their stories are sad, but their designs are super cute. I think Love Disc, I guess, is in the same alley, though. There's probably not going to be a single Pokemon that makes me feel the way that this game makes me feel. Maybe it would have to be something that just... I don't know. Truly...
What can I do for you?
Truly drains me.
He's not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the wall.
Like, half of them are haunted or crying, dude. You just don't like those ones. I do. Freaking Bayonet is sad. I like Bayonet. Haunted or crying. Now I'm looking at a big pile of ghost Pokemon. Yeah, I still hold that Bayonet is impish. Bayonet is sort of impish, that's true, but its whole thing is that it's a discarded doll, isn't it? And it's trying to find its owner, who abandoned it. That's sad. Cubone is sad. Yeah, to kill him. Okay, I guess maybe that's more dark than it is sad, isn't it? The Bayonet stuff. Okay. I think we might have found it. Cubone is pretty fucking rough. Bayonet's Pokedex article calls it a being of pure hatred. Oh, but it's so cute. How have you? Does it also mention how short he is? He's really small. Cubone, rough vote, Cubone. Yeah, I think we can land on Cubone. This game feels like Cubone. It's shameful how insufficient the police presence is in these parts.
I haven't had any problems myself, though some of my customers have complained about inconsistent law enforcement.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal.
Revard.
Looking for a keepsake. People who are terminally bored.
I don't know anything about Grievard. This guy's pretty silly looking. He reminds me of Whitlick. Or Litwick?
As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from. It keeps me entertained.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what?
Maybe you could help our investigation.
I doubt it, but I can try and...
You copy-pasted the whole Grievard article? The whole, like, paragraph? I'm not reading all that. Paraphrase. Know anything about the recent hanging?
I do my best to keep my...
Yeah, even the one.
Butchery. Bad for business. Bad for everyone.
No one likes to see what you have to see every day.
That's true. Think you could help me get a corpse out of a tree?
The corpse behind the hostel, I assume. I don't have a truck with a mounted platform or anything of that sort myself.
It's a dog that can never get the companionship it craves. Okay, yeah, I guess that is pretty sad. Like a Grecian afterlife.
Ask around the harbour. There might be some workers there who'd be willing to help.
That's all I've got.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
Do you happen to have any guns? Like the ones carried by cops?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question.
Oh.
I told her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
Awesome. Okay, well, we know where my gun is.
What? Sold? The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another. Alert.
Was the buyer a policeman too?
She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her.
Great. Okay, well.
Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I sold my gun. I don't know that apologizing to him is going to make us... That doesn't help anyone. I don't like it either. What if she intends to commit a crime and blame it on the citizens' militia? That's not a better answer. I guess I'll just apologize.
Yeah, it's not good. I do hope we manage to clean this mess up somehow, while also keeping our focus on the murder investigation.
Yeah, thanks, Kim.
This mess, he means your mess.
I sold you my gun?
You...
With Kim here too. That just sounded really, really bad.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol citizens' militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
Awesome.
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
He probably has a good reason for that. Any idea where I can find this buyer?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
Fair enough.
Of course.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome. I keep wondering things about the world, and the answer is something far worse than you could have possibly imagined or hoped. Ah, great. Cubone, Cubone, Cubone. There's like a ghost type Cubone, isn't there?
You see rows of toy soldier. Try to find something pretty and cool here. Then use it to win her back.
Win her back?
Yes. Buy something nice. A figurine. This sounds off. You shouldn't trust this guy.
I agree with Volition. It's just a ghost type Marowak? Oh, so it wasn't like... They didn't go as far back as Cubone for it. More trash to look through. Oh. Fingerless gloves. Yeah, but he's like confident too. Oh, the ghost Marowak? Or Cubone? The ghost Marowak. I got you. He's not sad. No, I guess that's true. But regular Marowak isn't really all that sad either. He's kind of like resolved. He's a fire dancer. You can't be sad as a fire dancer. Let me work. I'm gonna start drinking if I don't. Bro, what the fuck do we do now, man? I guess I can wear this tank top. Is that gonna replace my shirt? It is. What a ratty looking shirt. I'll put on the gloves. He sat on a lot of cards, but yeah, before they made too many small sobbing Pokemon. I like small Pokemon. I think they're cute. Like Cherubi. Oh, there's Sobble. Maybe this game is like a Sobble, actually. Although Sobble's like a crybaby. I don't think anything sad actually happens to him. I wonder if that menu can do anything about your necktie. I guess I sort of thought that it was just stuck on me. Yeah, I guess I just took it off. Yeah, but it gives you a bonus to your Inland Empire. It's bringing it up to like a 7, isn't it? My savoir-faire. What do we do now? Consult the journal again, I guess? I feel utterly and hopelessly lost. Like a Cubone without its mother. This got called a Baconator. Is there a Wendy's in this world? Find anything. Something. Isn't there a way I got back around that way? At some point. This game seems surprisingly open-ended. Like, I don't know the last time I played a game that was encouraging me quite so much to just figure out my own way. I'm sure subsequent playthroughs will make a little bit more sense, but it's very confusing right now. I get the sense also that maybe there's just an amount of decisions I have to choose between. Like, maybe I just have to make a hard decision I don't want to do. Like, confronting that big racist lunatic. Yeah, there's definitely a way we got around there. I just don't know how to get back over. It's an interesting dilemma to be in. And the game is so fun to explore anyways that it doesn't seem so bad to just wander around aimlessly. But it does sort of feel like I'm starting to run out of places to explore. Or people to talk to. I suppose that's to be expected with a blind playthrough, too. I've never actually seen any of the gameplay in this game. I think I've seen a handful of screenshotted responses, because the game has a pretty good sense of humor. But not more than that, that's for sure. I don't know if there's something else I could maybe investigate on this corpse.
The man before you is naked,
nah.
but
We still haven't even managed to get him down. I look utterly homeless. With the gloves and the lack of a tie. I can't say I find it altogether all that fun to be lost for so long either, though, to be fair. We even poked around those lorries and we couldn't find anything either. I'm not sure that I could think of a game that's made me feel quite so lost. There's been a handful of times that I've misunderstood games before, like what they're trying to get me to do. But normally that's like some JRPG misexplaining some minor minigame or something. Not something quite as totally almost aimless as this. It's a common thing in point-and-click adventures, isn't it, though? I think it's always been part of their sort of... I don't want to say shortcomings, but it's part of their flavor. Although normally that has more to do with not knowing what items to use where, as opposed to where to explore, or who to talk to. You know I got my way back there, so at some point. I just don't know which way. You know, I guess we didn't actually ask directions. Maybe you can tell us what's around.
Hello again, officer. How are things?
What's the fuck? What is this fuck the police business?
Excuse me?
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning.
Okay.
She shifts in her seat awkwardly.
Of course. Where to?
Where am I?
What do you mean?
I'm a bit disoriented. This is Revachol, right?
Yes, sir. District of Martinez. This intersection is called Roundabout North.
Cool.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
What's up in the north?
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really.
And in the east?
The harbor gates. Some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store, too.
Okay, what about in the south?
Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably.
What's on the other side of the canal?
Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago.
Rows of stalls under a broad roof, where silvery fish were heaped on newspapers. Water everywhere, pouring from the heavens in the shadow of the old church.
What kind of fish market is this?
I don't know. The abandoned kind? It used to gather every spring, but there's nothing to do there now. Just drug addicts.
And what about the
It's
west?
just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach. No problem.
Well, thanks, gardener. That didn't seem to help us anywhere. I guess we haven't been in these apartments. They appear locked. There's a bookstore we haven't been in.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance.
It's kind of a wordy name for a place, don't you think?
Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Maybe the best thing to... I think being the most responsible would be to just turn heel and leave.
A golden pendant hangs around the woman's neck, in the shape of what looks like a tiny fish head trapped in amber.
Curious pendant you're wearing.
Oh yes, helps to have an anchor in these times.
Are you the owner of this store?
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
She has fine-tuned her voice to find the most welcoming approach for attracting new customers. It doesn't work.
Tough. Who's the little girl standing outside?
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
She was.
Wonderful. Did you talk to her?
Not really.
Why not? Was she not friendly enough? Were you not compelled to talk to her?
I just walked right in here instead.
Oh yes, okay, that makes sense. It's working then. Yeah.
Okay, lady. Let's change the
The woman
subject.
before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges her glasses.
Well, what if I want to buy a book?
Then why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse. Don't you feel compelled to buy anything? See?
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
What's up here, I wonder?
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
Interesting.
Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services.
How does that work?
It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to, and which costs more than this book, is garbage.
Okay.
Cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything.
Okay. She sells garbage.
Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. Though it is important to note, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place.
Uh-huh.
It's your own fault if you're ill. Got it?
Does the book say anything else?
The book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from. How to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed
your
liver. And there's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases. Pre and post factum apply.
Post factum?
Worth buying.
No, it doesn't really seem like it.
This is just mundane garbage. What's even paranatural about this?
Yeah, that is mundane garbage.
The throbbing in your head increases with every passing moment you gaze at this shelf. Suddenly, as if out of nowhere, a small green book becomes apparent. The title of it reads, Medicinal Purposes of the Pale.
What's the pale? Yeah, what?
The book contains very little explanation on the matter. This knowledge seems to be taken for granted.
What's this book about then?
The book contains descriptions of various pseudoscientific therapies, alternative medicines, and folk remedies involving the pale, also known as le territoire.
Doesn't that just mean like the place, the location, the territory? Yeah, okay.
For example, it recommends vigorously swatting one's naked body with a venik, or hand broom, made from the leafy twigs of a young birch tree from the near pale.
Okay.
Even better if you can find someone else, preferably a large man dressed in nothing but a towel, to thrash you while you're spread naked and helpless on a cool slab.
Sounds invigorating.
It is, and good for the circulation too.
What else?
It also recommends consuming distilled spirits like vodka or whiskey that have been aged in the pale. Readers are instructed to cover these jars in a shallow hole just inside the pale and leave them there for 30 to 60 days, depending on the potency desired.
And what does this pale-aged liquor do?
Among other benefits, it is alleged to restore a damaged liver to perfect health.
Huh. I should probably get my hands on some of that. What else is in there?
For general health and well-being, readers are encouraged to take regular strolls through the pale. Though a sidebar cautions readers to limit each stroll to less than an hour. These strolls promise to cleanse the mind of worries and the body of toxins, especially if the perambulator performs this ritual in the nude. Nudity figures prominently in a number of these prescriptions.
Okay.
This is exactly what you need. I don't know. I don't want to be the party pooper, but this pale territory sounds sort of dangerous. Maybe you shouldn't walk in it naked.
Anything else of note?
There's an entire section devoted to cures for men who are struggling to perform their marital obligations.
I probably need that.
Excuse me, sir. I believe you've been perusing that particular volume long enough. If you'd like to continue reading, I must insist you buy it.
Ugh, for real?
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free. I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no!
Police store? Whatever.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Martinez is where we are, right? And Revachol is too, though. Let's look at the map of Martinez.
It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing.
Oh.
A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48. Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbor, even the whirling in rags there.
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
Why is the one of Martinez so cheap?
That old thing. It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps.
What happened to them?
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. These ruins are bad for business.
I guess I may as well buy the map.
It's good to be informed of your surroundings.
Good night. Thanks for stepping by. Let's look at this shitty map I bought with pennies. Oh, probably under the map button, huh? Where's this map? Alright. Here we go. What the?
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner.
Maybe this can still be useful.
Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Cypar, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North. Finally, coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the map tab.
Okay. Was this what the map looked like already? Like, I didn't get anything out of that? This feels silly. I guess I didn't need those 90 cents for anything anyway. Maybe we could talk to that little girl now.
Hello again, sir. Are you interested in a new and exciting book this time?
Is it okay if I ask you some questions?
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
What's your name?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
And you're standing out here in the cold because...
I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling. But she's cold.
I could help by brutally dismantling the free market. You're cold.
Kind of you to offer, sir.
What could you do to help her anyway?
Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out with the store.
Who are these famous people?
Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them. I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Can I become famous by reading one of these
I
books?
don't know about that, but I imagine life is great when you're famous.
Fame sounds delicious. Maybe someone will write a book about me one day.
Why would they do that, sir?
Because I'll be a superstar cop in the papers and everything. That'll show them.
That's so cool. Maybe they'll make you a book cover picture and everything. Standing over a dead body, holding...
Okay, whatever. Goodbye, Annette. Oh my god. Why hasn't Kim Katsuragi strangled me with his hands yet? Why is he following me around? At this point, you'd think he'd come up with a better solution to our problems. What about you seem to be following me?
Excuse me?
Nothing. Just
You
an
have
observation.
A distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide.
I'm drunk. What do you mean
I
distinctive?
hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 41st Precinct tend to move a bit erratically. They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough. Prioritizes containers.
Containers? Why containers?
I don't know. Containers contain, I guess. I'm making assumptions. We should move on.
Is that the joke about how I'm gonna end up, like, looking through a bunch of trash cans and boxes and stuff?
Passing along frivolous interdepartmental stereotypes is not usually his oeuvre. He regrets bringing it up.
Great. So to some degree, he kind of thinks that the reason I'm scattering around this whole town aimlessly is because it's just how we work. Magnesium, that's cool. That'll be good for morale. You got anything to say, big guy?
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
I had further inquiries.
Things are busy enough. You're going to waste less of my time?
We'll see.
The hulking man oozes stark skepticism.
What's your goal here?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
And you're unable to breach the entrance?
Main gate's locked. We'll take heavy ordnance to bust it open, and try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer, or whatever he is.
Why don't you just talk to them?
Like civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't understand civilized.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge. We were promised work. We'd be... Main gate's locked. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean...
Have you considered storming in?
Or why don't you go arrest them instead? I'm sure they've done plenty of criminal shit. They have that look.
It would be better for...
No! They will...
Okay, well that didn't really go anywhere. Maybe I go talk to the head measure guy. What was his name?
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you?
That guy's probably been among my favorite people to talk to so far. Alright, let's try this one more time. Giant man.
Last we saw, your race was being superseded by the Seminese.
You're right about all this now. I need you to help me to get that corpse down from the tree.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity. by inviting the other races to a great world war.
That seems like a bad idea.
Bring your troops to the Semenine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
This is your chance. He's talking. Rip into him with a punch and catch him off guard.
There's no way.
No, don't rip into anyone. You're sensitive. Remember? Communicate.
Subscribe to his advanced race theory. What are those tattoos of yours supposed to mean?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
Uh-huh.
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
Okay.
True. That is a noble cranium, but you got a hard noggin yourself.
Say nothing.
Your silence betrays your inferiority. You do not have a reply. You should enter a deep race slumber. Perhaps in 4,000 years, there is need for a servile homunculus.
You serve the Union, don't you? Aren't they white?
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
Yeah, but you still serve them. How does that factor into your life? This feels like Pierce's dad from Community. This feels almost worse. Because, like, Pierce's dad didn't even seem all that well read. This guy's well-spoken and also unbelievably indoctrinated. This is, like, more dangerous, you know? But I guess you're just joking. So, yeah, these guys would be best buds, I'm sure. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna try to agitate him.
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital. Something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
I'm no communist.
Of course you are, Revacholian man. The failure of communism to challenge the world order is the core of your race fate. All around you, the fruits of its defeat. Individualism, rock and roll music, sexually transmitted disease, above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Tell me, where have you gotten your love of pathetic communism from? Degenerate youth culture? Rock and roll music?
I said I'm not a communist. I don't know who I am, but that's one thing I know.
Stop explaining yourself. No one cares about your beliefs. The conversation has moved on. Tell me, what degenerate subculture has made you dress in this shameful way?
I've gotten it from disco, actually.
Offshoots of the Seminese people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame upon my race. But what is done is done. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminese race.
Okay, I'll ask. Who are the Seminese?
The South Island race, haplogroup R4A. We are the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites
Oh my
of
gosh.
ancient Pericarnassus and arrived here 4,000 years ago. Millennia before you. We are the future. That is all you need to know.
So you were born and raised on the islands before you moved to Revachol?
I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulumbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminese women walk into the grey mass on Ile de Fantôme, waiting on immaculate conception from the Pay.
So you did not come from the islands?
No. I have heard about it on the radio.
He would be appreciative if you did not further chase this line of inquiry in front of the women.
Okay. So you're not really Seminese, you're just from Revachol.
I'm from Couronne. And no, it is not just in Revachol. The city is central to the Simonese strategy. Spreading through its trade networks, our culture will dominate the world. You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come to terms with, and never.
I wonder if Kim would tear him a new one.
Body down from the tree.
What do you think about this, Kim?
I think this racist is better than the last, but the next racist.
I like the previous races better, actually.
That is understandable. The previous racists did not pose an immovable obstacle in entering the harbor.
Alright, very funny. Broken the fourth wall, haha.
These cops are just jealous, Jean-Luc.
Yes?
Great. What now? He also mentioned the pail, which is strange. I thought it wasn't real.
How can I help you?
Oh, okay. The measurehead thing didn't go well for me. Could you help me with that somehow?
Sorry. Busy surveying the situation. I'm sure you'll figure something out. You guys have all sorts of gadgets these days.
You think I'm a Batman? I don't even have my gun.
Wiretapping, telescopic batons, futuristic circuit bending to infiltrate harbor machinery. Maybe you could even knock that Kowalson crane over using some remote controls. Or calling in tactical air support. You guys have air support, right?
I'm pretty sure we don't. At least not all of those things.
I get it. Hush hush about the secret technology.
Something changes in his disposition. A merciful smile in the corner of his eye.
All right, I may have some advice for you on how to deal with Jean-Luc there, out of solidarity to the RCM. It's low in technology, however.
Okay.
First, don't fight him, obviously. Second, get him to share his theory by being subordinate. Admit your lack of expertise. Basically, grovel. That's how I do it. You're welcome.
Maybe that would work. We'll have to see.
Okay. So we could try the whole submitting to your stupid race theory thing. It would fit his worldview, I guess. I hate it on principle, but my goals are larger than him.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Okay.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
I am new to this world. Help me understand its races.
Do you?
This is for the thing.
The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door. And then, to you, he lets out an audible sigh.
You got any better ideas, asshole?
You are obviously a liberal, Sayonite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself.
What are you talking about?
There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education on?
Type A.
Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant.
I hope we get to see this guy torn to pieces before we're done with this game.
A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades. In Maun cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats.
Huh. Okay, got it. Who are Type A then, in your view?
Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the golden Pisantic Sea, the Suren of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North Königsteiners, all have Type A race propensities.
Okay.
The other large Mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem. Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum.
Okay.
As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental Type A is in retrograde. The Simonese and the Areopagite are on the ascent. The indigenous people of this, the Insulindian, the Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Simonese are powerful. The latter is perfected and adapted.
Oh my god.
Of more.
Type B are the unheroic races. To an untrained eye, the Koiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham's on reach. But look into their eyes and you will see. Pinkness is the Koiko. The Vacholian types, the F are amuse lesser races. The mosquito is born. Then there is the Simino Koikika. The Koiko. This will.
There is a strange sadness in his tone, a less than heroic melancholy this time.
You seem kind of blue about this, Measurehead.
The heart that pumps the hemoglobin is mysterious, and so is its dark will.
He does not seem angry, nor does the woman look affected. She just twirls her hair. Perhaps they've been through this.
Okay.
You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself.
Oh my god! There's gotta be a better way to solve this problem than having to sit here through so many fucking dialogues.
Solved it.
How do I word the mystery?
You need to internalize what you have heard here today, then return to me. This clarity does not come in.
This sucks.
I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss.
28% to just knock the shit out of him?
Your love for disco music and venereal disease?
I mean... What's that give me?
The unpromising raised pupil returns.
That's such a low chance. I mean, and what will happen if I fail, you know? But I do want to knock the shit out of him. Suggestion thinks it's a bad idea, and the crowbar doesn't seem to help. Would I rather die hitting a racist or live and let us pass amicably? I don't know. Okay, well, I think that's about all the energy I have for Disco Elysium today. We'll find somebody to raid into. Maybe we'll get somewhere further next time around. Let's find someone. Stream killed by Metrohead. These folks are also playing Disco Elysium. Let's stream it to them. Alrighty, folks. Thanks for hanging out. I hope y'all have a good rest of your day, afternoon, evening, whatever it may be. Make sure to make the most of your time, because heaven waits for you.